welcome back to another episode of the Soul and Grace podcast. I'm your host, Danielle, and y'all, I can already hear it in my voice a little bit. If you don't know, now you know. I'm sorry, but I just got over being sick, and honestly, the more I'm listening to my voice, I'm like, did I wait long enough? I did drink some tea. You probably hear me putting my blanket on. It's a little chilly in my crib, but yeah, I just got over being sick. And when I say I never get sick, so I don't know. I know it was I've been around a lot of new people in the last few weeks. My schedule has also been crazy. I just think I was open to something happening, and it did try to take me out. I was in the bed for 3 damn days sleeping, and my taste buds were off, and I'm thinking maybe it could have been COVID, but I did not go get a test because why do we pay for the best insurance to not be able to get free testing? And I don't need a COVID shot. I just need, anyways, you already know if you've been sick, but y'all be safe out there in those streets, because there is definitely something, because it hit my household week by week. And again, I never get sick. I don't know how else to stress, I never get sick. And as a vapor, that sounds so damn lame. As a vapor and a it doesn't matter. Either way, I never get sick. I never have issues. If I even feel a little tickle in my throat, I know what herbs and everything to take to clear up whatever the symptoms are. And honey, that shit was not, it wasn't that it wasn't working, but the thing with over-the-counter medicine and shit, it's really not good for you, because you don't necessarily want to minimize your symptoms. Even though we're uncomfortable, your body is working. A fever is your body's way of detoxing whatever the fuck is making you sick out of you. Excuse my language. If you're new here, you see the E up there. I'm sorry. I promise I'm a lady. But yeah, so getting over that. But yeah, I just hear my voice is a little scratchy, and I got my water right here. If I have to do anything, I'll go make me some tea mid-show. But I'm not gonna lie, now that I'm feeling better and I can still make it to these plans I've had, I'm packing kind of in a rush. So we're gonna see how this work out. It's a beautiful day here. Literally, fall said, hold up, I gotta go. Winter has come. It has snowed a few times here. I am in Colorado. If you do not know, now you know. And we've had a little snow here and there, but it's been mid-50s, and to me that's a 70 day or something anywhere else, right? So it's perfect. But yeah, I still can't shake this damn cough at all. Now I had to take a break because I needed the tea, honey. I needed the tea because there's no way, the show must go on. The show must go on, darling. But we have to have the chords right or a little right. Yeah, I'm on a wireless mic tonight, and it could be really good or it could be we could have some cutouts there or whatnot. But yeah, I went and got me some tea, had to reset, rework, and everything. But nonetheless, I hope you guys are doing well and staying protected and all of those things. Honestly, I wanted to start the show off saying 'tis the season, because 'tis the season, okay? The Mariah Carey is playing, the Boyz II Men they've been letting it snow since November 20th. I swear, I swear Burlington has been playing, and yes, Burlington Coat Factory. I don't know if they dropped that off their name, but don't sleep on that Burlington. But yeah, they've been playing holiday music for a minute, so I feel like I've already been hearing it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that big on the Mariah Carey. I guess because like I've been here 20 something years and she's older than me. I'm tired of that. And y'all know what else I'm tired of? Since I'm, tis the season of honesty, honey. Like, where's the originality? I guess there are, like, everyone drops their Christmas albums, but I'm not going to go listen to that because I'm not a singy. Honestly, like, I'm not a singy person. Like, I love all music, but for some reason, like, unless it's like really artists that I love, I'm not into the singy pop stuff or the singy holiday album trend. But I would love to hear more than like Michael Bublé and all of those, like Mariah Carey. At this point, that song has been number one every year for so damn long. I don't even think that's actually her. Like when she's performing it and like she has all of those Christmas specials and shit, I think she lip singing the whole entire time. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Oh, I'm sitting in like my little soft chair. I didn't expect for it to make all of that noise. Let's take a sip of the yak. I don't know if y'all have ever had the it is like this jar of ginger, like orange, lemon, citron, like marmalade. It's basically jam, but you can put it in tea and stuff, and that shit is so good. And I kind of just been obsessed with it. Normally, I like pure stuff. I love ginger, so I will grind that up, put me some honey in a cup, hot water, whatever, tea bags or whatever. But I used that today, and then I put more ginger inside of it. Oh my god, the citrus, but really the ginger, that like just, ooh, it just puts a fire in your soul. Yeah, hold on. Let me take a sip. I'm just trying to shake this damn rasp. No, I already have like this childish voice I always feel. So it just needs to be perfect, But let's go ahead and jump into the show and jump into this week's Gotta Have It, which I guess is really this past couple of weeks Gotta Have It, because it has worked with everybody that I've recommended it to, and myself and my baby. So this week's Gotta Have It, I know I told y'all everything it's not going to be healthcare or whatever, but it just happened to be around the same I start the show right around the time when this type of stuff just is going around, and normally it never hits me. As far as my kid goes, it usually would never hit him, but my theory is like he doesn't breastfeed anymore, and that saved him so much. That saved him so much. I don't want to get into that, but if you know what you know about breast milk. It's powerful, it's magical. But so that's how I think, like, and really he's not around a lot of kids or anything, but if there are like kids that have been around other, I think it does affect him, and that's kind of like what happened. Probably is going to one of these damn play places. It looks so clean, but everybody and their mama passing through there. So this trick, you take a good orange. I would highly recommend the organic orange if you can. I don't know if I want to be on the record saying that, but get that organic orange. Put that 4-digit code in there. I think that's what they start with. You get it if you get it, but if you can get an organic orange, even better. Now, some people put salt, but if you can get some better quality salt, like maybe if it's not real Himalayan pink Himalayan salt, if you can come across some Celtic salt, honestly, one of those little bags lasts you so long. It's a great investment if you can find it. I've gotten mine from natural grocers. Honestly, you might be able to find it at some Walmarts, because every now and then again, like when I go to the grocery aisle of Walmart, I am shocked. Normally I don't go because there's really nothing in there that I'm supposed to be eating, because it just don't vibe with my allergies and stuff. So but every now and again, like I'll go, and like I know the one in Dallas, like in my mom's neighborhood, they have a lot of gluten-free, dairy-free stuff. But maybe you can find it there. I don't know. But you want to get some Celtic salt. So you want to take your orange, cut off like just the like tip of the orange. So like not even a quarter, but even if you put it in half, it's okay, because you're going to put this orange in a bowl. You're going to stab this orange and kind of like create a hole like right in the middle of the orange. I purposely, or not purposely, I would prefer to stab it and then I put like my salt in, I put my honey in there. Because if you use Celtic salt, and if you've ever used it, it's like these big crystals. Sprinkle that on there, put a couple of them in there, because that stuff is so good for you. And like, I don't think I mentioned it, but so the orange is vitamin C, and that's really good when you're sick. And it's also going to help hydrate you, because the orange is about 98% water, I believe. 98, 97, something. It's all fucking water. So it's going to be really good to just get in there and just break up mucus and just hydrate your whole respiratory system and body, kind of, if you drink enough orange juice or fresh orange juice. I know everybody doesn't have that luxury, but yeah, if you drink a lot of that during that time. But so this trick worked for my son so fast, like in 24 hours, probably instantly suppressed his cough. It didn't, like, he still had a lingering cough, but it just suppressed the cough, and it helped it go away during that time when he was sleeping. And like, if you have kids, when they sleep, like, that's when they cough the fucking most, when they are sick. Oh, I'm just getting stressed thinking about it. Anyways, let me stop talking about these kids. I only got one, but it feel like multiple. But yeah, so we are puncturing our orange. We are making sure it stays intact. Put that honey in there. Raw local honey. You want local honey, because a lot of times they'll mix all these honeys and stuff. And something I heard, either I read or someone told me, it might have been my kid's dad or something, mentioned like, the reason why you want honey from local bees is because those bees have the tolerance for whatever allergens are in the area, and so they pass on that tolerance. I know what I'm trying to say, but I might not be fully putting that words. But you want local honey because it's going to help you and your immune system be stronger and help it fight better against shit that is local to your area. And honestly, y'all, like, I get my honey from Costco. It's the best deal. It's like a 2-pound bottle. Get that, or natural grocers. I'm gonna always say that because that's like something that's local to me in Denver. I'm not sure if that's the same for everybody else. Like, y'all might have Sprouts and I don't know, Whole Foods, but even Whole Foods ain't safe, all the stuff they got going on. But like a Sprouts or something, which is probably going to be a bit higher. If you know anybody, they got a Sam's Club membership or a damn Costco membership, get with them so you can get some of that honey, because it's such a good deal. Get you about 2 bottles for $30 of raw local honey, wherever you are. But so you get that, you put the top on to your orange, you get a bowl, preferably a glass bowl, not a shitty glass bowl. And by shitty glass bowl, I mean like not probably your cheapest one, because we don't want the toxins and all of those things, because there's 2 ways you can heat this orange. You can do it in a microwave for a quick second. I know we villainize the microwave, but hey, we all got them. Some of us don't have the option to not have them because they build into the places. I use mine occasionally. I'm more so an air fryer girl, because yeah, I just put my food in a foil pouch and I'll put it in the air fryer and heat it up. But you can't really do that for for this, so it doesn't really matter. But so you can do it that way, or you can actually boil your orange and then I believe just sprinkle the salt and the honey and stuff on there afterwards and squeeze it into a bowl. But I'm gonna give y'all, like, because most people, you got microwave time. Let's just be honest, you on microwave time, so you got a New York minute. Put it in there for 2 minutes with the top of the orange on there, and then take it out, let it cool. Some of that juice is going to be in that bowl. Leave that in there. If you have a little kid, use a syringe or something. Give them 5 milliliters of that every 2 hours. It is orange juice and Celtic salt and honey. Do not use this if your baby is under 1 year old, because they cannot eat honey yet. They don't have the they don't have the tolerance yet for honey, so don't give that to them. There are other things that you could do, like onions and honey, or that. But also, I don't want to give too much information on that. But if your kid is under 1, don't try none of this shit. Okay, don't, because let them run their fever's course. And if anything is wrong or you are scared to death, please call 911 or visit a hospital. That is doula Danielle's best advice for that. But anyways, back to Soul and Grace. So once that orange cools down, whether it's a little, 2 and up, I would say for this, because it has honey, syringe. Or if you're an adult, you're going to drink all that juice. And you can do this as many times a day you feel. And it's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. So that is this week's Gotta Have It. I hope I didn't ramble too much on that. But yeah, let's literally go ahead and get into the rest of the show, or the main star of the show. Let's get into Soul Search. So, 'tis the holiday season. This is the thing, like, we've all grown up and seen, like, how the holiday seasons is promoted and, like, just capitalized off of. This time of the year brings so many people anxiety, happiness, depression, stress. Because, even myself, like, I had the thought the other day, like, shit, if, like, if certain things weren't the way they were, Christmas is 5 days before rent, mortgage, and shit is due. Then the rest of the stuff is due 7 days after that. What would I be doing if all I had to do was depend on myself or something? Like, I barely like worrying about what other people, like extended family, is getting now. Extended family would not be getting shit. They wouldn't be getting nothing. They would be getting a card with the words. Just a card with words. They barely get, like, this year, honestly, hey, I said they're going to get New Year's cards because, hey, I didn't want to deal with I just couldn't deal with the stress. Now that my kid is older, holiday pictures and stuff, like, it's like I can't force him, and I don't want to, but I do want to get these perfect shots. So, like, things are a little different, but again, like, holidays just make people feel all these different feelings, and all of them are not holiday goddamn cheer. It's I know somebody's like, yes it is. No, it's not. And I said it. I'll be the first to say it. The holidays can sometimes be bullshit. We literally wish it was just all about Rudolph and his hating ass siblings, or like the Santa theory, and the people that carry it out for so long for their kids and blah blah blah. But the more I be thinking, I'm like, there's no way this man could fit down my chimney. And why would anybody in such a nice suit want to slide down a dirty ass chimney? And then I gotta bake him some cookies I don't even get to taste because it's too late for me to have a cookie. And then I'm gonna wake up and it ain't no more cookies. And you just, like a thief in the night, you just gave me these gifts that you done took to Tim, Tom, Bill, and Jack. And I got the same thing. And what if my cookies was better than Jack's? I don't even know. You didn't leave a review or nothing. No, but literally, in all actuality, the holidays are mostly full of gifts, attitude, hate, jealousy, and envy. Hey, it's somebody in your family you see every year that you sit down at the table and they want to know all your business. They slightly congratulate you, but really, they cannot wait to run back and try to just spread the good shit that happened to you. If we're being real. But literally, I thought that instead of, because y'all know we don't really do that over here, just elaborating on the negative, we address the problem with solutions. So, first off, I would like to address, the reality of either whether you're hosting family, you're going to visit family, or they're coming to see you. Okay, first thing, you don't have to go. Okay? You really do not have to go. Second thing, they really do not have to come. They do not. They can go somewhere else. They can stay where they are, but you do not have to host them. They don't have to come to your city so you can host. That is not your responsibility. Not anymore. Actually, it never really was. So, yeah, don't force that. So often, and I think there's been a change for sure, because everyone swears millennials and shit are this new super woke, not gonna take it group of individuals, when in all actuality we could all be that way if we just weren't afraid to say no, or just really voice how we feel. Even though I know in some circumstances it's not that easy to really hash out things with people or family members or whatever. Sometimes things are left very open-ended, but I do not think, I believe that you should have closure in every situation, but I do not think if you've tried to have closure and someone's making it difficult for you guys to have the closure, or the same thing keeps happening, that's that's the biggest red flag. If it keeps happening, don't show up. Don't have them show up. Especially if it happens every year, let them go. Let them go. Because that is, you can't hold me back anymore. You can't. Because how many years am I gonna just sit back and let you? Because and when I say sit back, you know exactly what I mean. Because a lot of times, especially in a brown household, you are not that you are not allowed, but you are not expected and you are not respected if you speak out against what is considered an elder in whatever shape, form, or fashion, or even just the fact that they're family sometimes. Like, I don't know where those rules came from, because it just kind of, and especially with brown people, because I could just say in the mass, that's why we struggle with communication so much, and that's why we have so many problems with authority. Y'all can say, oh no, if you want to, but y'all know we have issues with authority and all of those things, and we're not going to talk about that today, but we definitely do. But yeah, just like, how many times or how many years, because let's just put it like that, like, how many years do you want to be able to rewind back, and once you hit play, you see on every year, you see the same exact experience or same exact thing happen over and over and over again, like it's on a loop. You don't have to, and you don't need to, because it's not healthy. And then we sit back, we get around these people and we sit back and we pretend when all act and I don't know why the word of the day is all actuality, but like, all that you want to do is really just scream, what the fuck? I don't, excuse me, let me be a little bit more ladylike, but all you really want to do is just scream at the top of your lungs, like, all the things that are wrong and everything that's going on, so everybody can stop pretending that everything is just okay. You do not have to be in that predicament every year. You do not. Next, I feel that, again, these things that can happen, they're happening repetitively every year. The same exchanges in conversations or how people respond. One of the things that I really hate, for example, because I'll just put my shit out there, but like every year, especially because I don't live where my family is, there's constantly the subject of, well, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? First of all, travel during that time is ridiculous. I think the airport is supposed to be the slowest, but like, I don't know. My best friend had a horrible horror story last year with Southwest. So I would just avoid that, and especially with a little one. But it's always like I have to decide, or not that I have to decide, but always have in the back of my mind, like, oh, should I have done this or did this? But the reality of it all is like, I really don't want to, because it's stressful as hell. It was different when it was just me or something, but I don't really want to do that. If y'all want to come to me, that's fine. We'll do something. But otherwise, you can expect I will be here, because this is here, like, this is what's local, da-da-da-da-da. But we can, like, control these things with, like, setting the boundaries with them and not going and putting ourselves in these same situations with these people during the holidays, or the same conversations when the holidays are coming up, is by setting the boundaries with them with these exchanges. Because hey, maybe you should be asking me more so, what do I want to do, not what am I going to do, because you're going to do this, and this, and you're wondering if blah, 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 if what I have planned matches, or better yet, you're wondering if what I got planned fits in with your plans, because if not, you're about to let me know that, hey, you need to fix it so it fits with my plans, when this is my holiday. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And following that, of course, because the boundaries is like, we it's hard to say no, especially to our family, especially when your mom gonna have an attitude, your dad gonna have, somebody's gonna have an attitude, they're gonna make you feel bad, you're probably gonna argue, you might fight. Again, the same repetitive things that ruin your holiday spirit. We can avoid all of that and hang all of that shit up by simply saying no, I'm not gonna take that shit this year. No, I'm not gonna show up. No, you can't come. No, you can't stay. No, you need to get a hotel. And of course, you don't want to say it like that, but hey, maybe I'm really just enjoying my space right now. Would you mind getting a hotel? And then the thing with that, because I've had that conversation many times with, especially because my family is out of town. Okay, if that doesn't work for you, maybe let's work on seeing if you can come another time in a couple of months, where I can come to you. Because this is what works for me. And if that can't work for you, I'm sorry. We just got to try for another time. We have to start being okay with saying no, especially women. I don't know why we are so afraid to say no when so many people tell us no, and we are constantly walking in our own paths and creating and making shit happen for ourselves. I have no idea why we are afraid to say no. It's okay. Of course, delivery is everything. Words and how we say them and use them mean everything. But you can't say no. And now that I've brought up saying no, so like the next thing is like, especially I experienced this in a different way, because for me it was just, I have spent a lot of time away from my family as a group, or my maternal side as a group. So what I experience sometimes is like, especially if I FaceTime them on holidays, like now I just don't even do that, or I might do it earlier in the day or something, because I tend to like really miss them and be like, oh, I wish I was there, da, da, da. And I don't really be wanting to go through those thoughts, because it's not that it's like sad, but like, you know, you just love your family. You're like, oh, I'm missing that moment with them, or they're missing this moment with me, and making new memories with me to close out the year, but not in a sad way, but kind of like in a little cancer sad girl way. So I try not to do that. So in the outline, I was putting like how to miss out on a family event, because especially like if you don't have family, or like a new, what I would say in quotation, you know, what would serve as a new family, or friends that feel close as family, and wherever you are, or even if you're in the same city but you're not messing with family at that time. How you're gonna do that, we're literally gonna get into that, because I have a few ideas and things to share, because again, just with me being a damn nomad and being places, and then now I live a few states away from my family, I spend a lot of time without them, and that's okay. I'm always happy that way, and then when I can, I go see them and stuff like that. But I do have some advice on ways to celebrate the holidays with no family. So the first one I listed was finding new friends and family. So even maybe that's through someone you already have. Now, don't be desperate and do it, because y'all know everybody's family is not going to be like your family, and everybody's family can't cook. Why is that the first thing they can't cook? Shit, they might not be as clean, they might not be as friendly, they might not be as warming. So yeah, don't just be thinking everyone's family, especially even if they like you. Especially just like if you dating a guy or something, you don't want to just like be so all in with his family. Like even with friends, don't be like that unless you like truly go through something with that family and they show you like, oh, they are ride or dies. That's how you do it. Or the moms actually like you, the dads actually like you, and they aren't just tolerating their friends, their kid's friend, you know. But yeah, so find that and connect with good people, especially if they got good food, good traditions, you know, especially with new friends. Like sometimes now, while this, you know, the subject is about having these boundaries and keeping things out of your life around the holidays that don't need to be there, pay attention to how these people are with their family and stuff too, because most of the time how people treat their family, especially if it's not anything so serious, however they treat their family and their parents, their mama especially, is how they're going to treat you. And those are the values they're going to have for y'all friendship. So pay very close attention to that. Because I'm telling you, they got bad values and bad priorities and everything. That's not, especially if you come from like a big family that do, like you're used to doing holiday things, that's not going to be this person. That's not going to be a good friend for you. So put them in another category in your friend box or something. Like put them in another area, because it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Next on the list, I said try something new. Oh Lord, my voice cracking. Sip of the yak. That tea is so good. Literally, it's so good. Highly recommend. The freaking jar of that stuff is like honey ginger citron tea. I think it's what it's called. It's in a big ass jar. It was $10. Go get that. Go get that. And honestly, I would put it in like a ginger ale or something. I don't know why I haven't tried that. I'm gonna have to try that. But yeah, so next on the list is like, so this year you know what you want to do for the holidays. You in your you bag. You know, creating new traditions for you or you and your family, you and your partner, you and you. Try something new. A lot of people haven't been ice skating. They have like all of these different like holiday immersive things now, and just a whole lot of different experiences. Hell, even if you're adults, go ride the Polar Express little theme ride. Go do something new and exciting, because you're going to create a new core memory. We are trying to do that. So try something new. Open yourself up to something new. Even for New Year's, like the benefits of like being alone for New Year's, and like, of course you can be home journal. Find different ways to make these days special for yourself, because they don't have to be the way that they have always been or whatever you have known them to be. You can make these days whatever you want to be, including your birthday, shit, even other holidays. Maybe you don't want to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. Good luck to the Irish. I don't want to participate. Do what you want to do. Do more of what you want to do, because you'd be surprised how many people are living exactly like that already. But so next on my list, create your perfect idea of a holiday. So again, maybe you move to a new city, or you and family taking a break from each other right now. You have to create your own tradition. Fun things. For me, you know, I'm creating, I would say the newer traditions that I've created the last few years is like just going to more holiday themed things. Like one year I went to the ice castles. That was really cool. It was very cold. My feet were frozen, but it was so nice. It was very impressive and just awesome. It was just amazing. They had like a little light show and these very impressive huge ice sculptures. I've done the Denver Garden Lights, Eilish Garden Lights, like just going to go see these different lights and stuff. And it doesn't really matter if you have kids or not. It's really amazing, and you can get the glasses. I don't know, get you a little plant medicine, a little shrooms or something, and go see the holiday lights. Something you don't have to have the shrooms, but you can find different ways to or things to do during the holiday season. I know there's a lot of bars if you're into that. If you just have to drink and that's what you want to do to have fun. A lot of holiday themed bars. Go have you a holiday themed, cocktail. Meet some new people, because y'all know during the holiday season, the bars and stuff, the lobbies, everything is popping because there are people from out of town. There are people visiting family from other areas. There's just a mixing, melting pot of new people that want to meet you and that you want to experience. So never miss that opportunity. Try something new. Create your own new Christmas or your Christmas tradition. Yeah, one of the ones I'll never give up, because it is something like we did every year, and my mom never bought like the fancy stuff or the fancy gingerbread house or any of that, because we would just bake sugar cookies every year. We'd be up all night. We would make our icing, powdered sugar. We had our colors and making our food coloring, making our icing and stuff. Like, that is a core memory, like a core tradition to my heart. So it is something like, when I had a kid, I could not wait to do that with him. And now that he's older too, and he can actually roll out some dough a little bit or pretend he doing it, but he can use cookie cutters and stuff. That's freaking exciting. You can do that also that's like one of the, if I had to recommend something, like even if it's a date night or something, make some cookies with somebody, because first of all, if you cannot make some good cookies, next, you're getting X'd off the fucking show. Next caller, please. How you can't make no sugar cookies? It's the easiest cookie to make. And how you can't make a gingerbread man? You can't draw a little three gumdrop buttons. Get out of here, loser. Get out of here. You need to get those gumdrop buttons. What the fuck? The way I would fucking roast a dude if he like struggled to decorate a cookie, like, you can sprinkle it, you can put a little sprinkle right on that little patch of icing. I'm also creative, so I take that shit very, very, very serious. We tried to do gingerbread houses last year, and I just couldn't take it. It was little fingers here, it was little fingers there, and it's like, I am working on the Versace mansion right now. If you don't get your fingers out these damn sprinkles, oh my god. Anyways, one last thing, or one last way I felt is like a great way to spend the holiday. Plan a trip instead of buying gifts and stuff, especially like, say you got a partner or you have kids and you got a family, like maybe over the year, like, you're discussing or just scoping out things you want to do, get it priced out. If you can get it paid for, I know that they got Afterpay and all type of shit now, so you can make something happen. But reserve the tickets and then surprise yourself in a way, or whatever, however you put it out there. But take a trip somewhere new, somewhere you want to try, somewhere local. Honestly, all the money we all spend during the holiday times, even the people that don't got, it's like, we could do other things outside of buy things we're gonna use for a few months or something anyways. So plan a trip somewhere fun, somewhere new, somewhere exciting, somewhere that is going to create a core memory and core happiness, and it's gonna make your soul glow. Do that shit. Be there. I have yet to try that. Honestly, the closest that I get to that during this time anyways is like, I've been spending Christmas up in the mountains in Vail. So that is kind of like my new tradition a little bit. But besides that, I have like 2 Christmases because we're usually away. So that's also a tradition in a way, because I don't just have a traditional one. I celebrated I guess through Hanukkah. I don't know. But yeah, so those are some ways that I felt, or some of the things that I felt needed to be discussed before, Christmas is here, and while we're waiting on family to come in, or we're trying to decide if we're gonna go see family, whatever, like, just reconsider, because you can do what you want to do and don't feel bad. Santa's not gonna put you on a naughty list for that. He's not. Actually, shit, he might put you on a super nice list. I don't know what you get for being super nice, but it got to be something good. But yeah, don't be a Scrooge. Tell them people no. Scrooge didn't stand on business, so yeah. He let his spirit scare the shit out of him. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into Queen. That sounded so bad. I don't know why that came out, but oh, y'all, I have to say to my future listeners, come January, the YouTube will be live with the few video recorded episodes on there. Also, on my wish list of things that I would love to stay on top of next year are video edits, but again, it just adds another amount of time that I have to grab out of the air for me to do. So I'm really just hoping I can stick to it. But yeah, January 1st, the YouTube will be live. It is up now if y'all want to go find it. Soul and Grace on YouTube. Actually, it's Soul and Grace TV. That might change because there are some other things we're going to bring about. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Issa Rae is I think she's either over the Black Film Arts Festival this year or whatever, or next year, but I don't know. Soul and Grace might be making an appearance. Who knows? Might be in the theater next, not next to you, but near you. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into Queen. So, I do want to circle back to making the holidays your own. You know, whether you are alone or not, please create your own idea of the holiday. We just said that. You know, unless it's like you just truly care about some of the traditions that your family has and you don't have any trauma from those traditions, I think it's a great idea for you to continue them. But if they do, and you're still practicing basically toxic family traditions or things centered around the trauma and things, like, you're gonna stay a little traumatized. You are. So, literally, find ways, like, you know, maybe your mom didn't want to do a color that you always wanted to do, or maybe you want to be bolder with your decorations, or maybe you never decorated, or that sounded so country, decorated or anything before. Try this year. And honestly, if you really want the tea, Hobby Lobby always goes on sale, like those last 2 weeks, week before, everywhere really. Go get the stuff while it's on sale. Don't get it at the beginning of the season. Get it while it's on sale so that you can get it in bulk. And then you got, you know, then you have things for the rest of the years. I mean, like I just mentioned in the other part of, the last part of the show, maybe there's something like, you never been to a light show, you never been to the drive-in light show, or, you know, you never went to go take a picture with Santa. Now, all the Santas I've seen the last few years, they all be looking so tired, so I don't know, but maybe you gotta have somebody dress up as Santa so you can get a picture with Santa. Make these, you know, create your own memories. Stop waiting on the people that are creating good and bad core memories, and trade that in for core memories that you've created with yourself, and you know, they made you happy and they made you feel fulfilled. Honestly, I mean, I think if we had the like visual reminder that we are the directors of our own movies and stories, nothing is ever just gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen to you because you went for it. You put your place in the right put yourself in the right place at the right time. You go seek the things that you want, because you're not going to be seeking them and they just come to you. And if they do come to you, they're probably going to come to you from someone else's view or mindset or thoughts, or influence, someone else's influence. And you don't really need that. We don't really need that. These things are so easily accessible. Happiness is so easily accessible, I think. Not for all, but I do believe there's a point that you get to where you can say, fuck it, I want to be in control now. And being in control is going to be being in control of your movie this holiday season is going to be you doing something new, reliving something that made you happy during this time of year, avoiding things that didn't make you happy this time of year, creating new memories for this time of year, and traditions, and just everything just new, doing something new, because this is really your time of year, not just Santa's. Okay, this part of the year is very important. It's the wrap up of the year. There's already so many other things that in this time and day and place and moment that are already just taking over our minds right now. Not necessarily our lives, but our minds. And we can take a hold of the ship and kind of redirect it. You're not going to be sailing completely straight, but you're going to be all right. Try something new. Redo something you liked. Hell, if you've never done it before, try it once. I always recommend ice skating, because skating to me is one of those things. Of course, there's so many things you can do that you've done it as a child that you'll try as an adult. You're like, oh shit, I really like this. But skating is the one that I always recommend to people, because you're gonna bust your ass a few times the first time, and it's just bound to happen. And it's life. It's gonna happen, and it's okay. It's fun. It's all a part of the journey, and it's exciting. Not the falling part, but just the fact once you get it again, or get you get your pace back up, and you remember your body, your legs are remembering the form and the motion and just everything. You're like, hold on, I got it. I can do a little 1-2 while I'm skating. I kind of think of you want something like that. Do something like that. Go relive something. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but create your perfect holiday. Seriously, it's all in your control. But I really just feel like someone needs to hear this, that they have control over their holiday. Someone needs to have that affirmed, or their thoughts and feelings affirmed, that they don't have to go deal with people that don't want to deal with them, or they want to judge them, or they want one of the things I really hate is people want a replay of your life, and they only hit you up twice in 12 months or something. It's I don't really have to give you the replay, because if you were there, and I don't say that in a big-headed way, but if they were there and they were present there and present in your life, even if it's ever so often, you would never have to update them on what you've been doing. And why does it matter? That's another thing. Because especially in black families, it's you tell them, you sitting over there talking, answering the question that they asked you for 20 minutes, and it's well, that's good. I'm gonna go talk to John. I know the fuck you didn't. You better tell me You so glad I stuck out that 12-year doctor's program. And I don't even know if that's how they go, but like, praise me something. Don't just be like, oh, well, on to the next one, because then it makes me feel like you just didn't even want to have a conversation. And a lot of times they really don't be wanting to, but they be asking those invasive ass questions. So we ain't doing that this year. 'Tis the season of not giving a fuck. La 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 la. The tea done warmed up my vocal cords a little bit, but I know it sounds bad. Just forgive me, Lord Jesus. But y'all, we've come to the end of this episode. I'm just happy that I've made it through without like coughing. I don't feel like I need to hack or anything, but again, my throat do just feel like a little scratchy. So I'm gonna try to work on that before I call myself batch recording, because I really wanted to do that. And a lot of times, we always want to over achieve and stuff, but go at your pace. Go at a realistic pace. Go at a very realistic pace. Because sometimes, like, you just need the reminder, like, everything is not going to flow how you think it is. So don't even worry about it. Don't take that shit personal at all. At all. As we close out the show, I just want to remind you that Aunt Cheryl don't have to know a damn thing. You don't have to answer what she said. Hey, Aunt Cheryl, I've been doing good. How you doing? Oh, all right. That's great. I'm going to go in here and go help Mama out. Because I swear that is all a lot of times family members be needing. Hey, Dad, I'm not going to make it this year. I decided I'm going to stay home and do my own thing. I know y'all are I know y'all are disappointed. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to make it, and I'll send y'all some pictures of my food, because everybody send pictures of their food to their family if they don't be there. But yeah, we gotta find other ways to just politely say no, but also verbally saying no. Seriously, because we're assuming everything. A lot of times, like, you just waste a lot of energy cursing people out. So yeah. Find the right words and verbiage to say no, and use that shit over and over and over again. Because it's never gonna fail you, and it will feel better every time you use it, and the more comfortable you get with standing on your word and not dealing with things you really don't want to deal with. It's simple. And sure, them don't gotta be in your business, okay? Unless you want them to be. You control the narrative. Never forget that. Literally, never forget that. But, as always, sad to come to the end. Happy to go so I can go nurse myself and finish all the million tasks I freaking have before I have my mom come to town and all of those delightful things. So, as always, thank you to my future. I don't know what's talking today. But again, as always, thank you to my future listeners and current listeners for tuning in. I will see you guys again next week. Peace.